Hey there, it's Karen here, and in this video we're going to be looking at drinks packages. Now, after recently spending 2 weeks on the P&O cruise ship Arvia, we're going to use their drinks packages as an example. Are they really worth it? Now, if you're new to cruising, what you may not realise is there's more than one way to pay for a drink. The first way is pay as you go. So you get a drink, you hand over your cruise card, and it gets added to your onboard account, which you pay at the end of your cruise. The other option is a drinks package. Now, on P&O's Arvia, there were 4 different options of drinks packages, which have been tailored to different preferences. So whether you prefer soft or non-alcoholic drinks, or top-shelf spirits and premium drinks, there should be a package to suit a wide range of tastes, habits, and budgets. We'll also explore whether these drink packages are the best choice for you, or if you'd be better off paying as you go. So join us as we review some of Arvia's drinks menus from April 2024 and examine the individual drinks prices at the various bars and lounges on board. So first up then, we'll take a look at the most basic package. It's called the Refresh Drinks Package. This is priced at £14.45. Now that's per person per day. Now this includes soft drinks, namely our White's Lemonade and Pepsi, draft only, along with some fruit juices, but this doesn't include bottled or canned juices. So this is probably mainly aimed at children or those who consume a lot of sodas or fruit juices each day. So we'll look at how it features in some of the menus at the bar a little bit later. It's probably worth noting that you could also receive a 10% discount, taking the price down to £12.95 per person per day. This is when you purchase this package via the My P&O Cruise app up to 3 days before your holiday. The alcohol-free drinks package. Now this includes most of the non-alcoholic drinks on board, and this comes in at £26.95 per person per day. With this, you get a range of alcohol-free options, from a nice cup of coffee, which is Costa Coffee, to refreshing non-alcoholic cocktails. So you aren't limited to Pepsi and lemonade sodas, but you can access a wider range of soft drinks. Again, if you purchase this via the My P&O Cruise app, up to 3 days before your holiday, your 10% discount would make the cost of this package down to £24.25 per person per day. Next, you've got the Classic Drinks Package. Now this drinks package comes in at £48.85, that's per person per day. And with the Classic package, you can enjoy everything from the Refresh and the alcohol-free packages, plus a variety of alcoholic drinks. The package also includes a complimentary Refresh package for children aged 16 years and under, making it a family-friendly choice. However, the Classic does have exclusions to premium brands, larger size servings, and selected signature cocktails. As with the previous packages, if you purchase this via the My P&O Cruise app up to 3 days before your holiday, your 10% discount would make the cost $43.95 per person per day. And finally, the Deluxe Drinks Package. Priced at £60.50 per person per day, or £54.45 per person per day if you purchase before you embark. Now this offers everything included in the previous 3 packages, plus premium brands, an extended range of cocktails, double measures, and large glasses of wine. While champagne and certain signature cocktails in some onboard venues are excluded, this package also includes a complimentary Refresh package for children aged 16 and under, so this makes it a great value option for families. Now, all the terms and conditions about the packages can be found on the P&O website, but here's just the gist of what's in it. Drinks packages are only available on cruises of 5 nights or longer. They can be purchased in advance of your cruise via the My P&O Cruise app or on board during the first 2 days of your cruise. If you purchase a drinks package on board, you will only pay for the day of purchase and the remaining days of your cruise. Now, the drinks package must be purchased for the entire duration of your cruise and cannot be on a day-to-day basis. Classic and Deluxe packages can only be purchased by an adult. Now, adults are classed as anyone over the age of 18 or over the age of 21 if your cruise visits the USA. Now, the same drinks package has got to be purchased by all guests aged over 18 years sharing a cabin. P&O Cruises reserve the right to refuse the service of alcohol at any time in accordance with their policy for responsible service of alcohol. This requires bar staff not to serve guests they believe are intoxicated. Only one drink may be ordered at a time, and all drinks ordered must be at least 15 minutes apart. Guests can only use their own drinks package to order drinks. Sharing or transferring drinks packages is not permitted. And some drinks are excluded from the drinks package, but you'll need to see the exclusion sections on the menus for details. Now, let's have a look at some of the drinks menus on board P&O Arvia from April 2024. I'm guessing that these menus are pretty standard across the P&O fleet, so there's probably going to be a couple of variations depending on venues, but hopefully this gives you a bit of an idea of what's included and whether you'd be better suited to a package or just paying as you go. So, starting off with the deck bars menu. As you can see straight away, there is a key here that shows which drinks packages qualify for which drinks. So starting at the top and working down with the cocktails, the first two cocktails on the left there is only available if you have the deluxe package. Moving down, you've got the favourite cocktails there, or the favourites, classic or deluxe packages, and as we move over to the right, there's some spirits there that the larger measures are for the deluxe package only, but the classic package does get you access to things like Bell's Whiskey or Jack Daniels or Captain Morgan's Dark Rum. Nice. So now we have a non-alcoholic cocktail section. This is included with the alcohol-free packages. And like I say, you can see the little keys there, either with the A, the C, the D. There will be an R somewhere for the refresh package as we go further down. So moving down to the beer and ciders, I've got to admit, you do have a pretty good choice and selection, and a good selection of drinks, and whether it's soft drinks or alcohol, that is available within the individual packages. One thing to note though, champagne is one of the few exclusions on the deluxe package. As you can see, there's no key next to the highlighted drinks. We're going to have a look now at some of the other bars and lounges menus for drinks, and here we are. This is Brody's drinks menu. Now Brody's was like for me it was a bit like a British pub. So as you can see from the top, you've got the larger measures, that's for deluxe only, and the sipping spirits for the deluxe only as well. Other spirits are available for the classics, but that's in small measures. Obviously, if you're on a classic and you want a large measure, you either upgrade to a deluxe before the cruise, or just wait 15 minutes and grab yourself another one. So moving down the menu, here we get to the wine list. Champagne, it's not included in the deluxe or any of the packages for that matter. But again, you've got the classic and the deluxe on the small measures of wine, and the deluxe on the large measures of wine as well. So now we're going to head up to my most favourite place on board P&O Arvia. It was the Crow's Nest. It was a bit of a surprise to me. Personally, this wasn't my kind of place. It wasn't my type of lounge, but I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it, and used to come up here every evening at 5 o'clock for a quick drink. So as you can see from the Crow's Nest menu, starting off the first section are cocktails. Now this is only available on the deluxe package. I must admit, I didn't even realise it was a cocktail bar to start with, as they do sell other alcoholic drinks as well. Moving down, you've got some more cocktails. Now these are available for classic and deluxe packages, and of course the non-alcoholic cocktails are available for the alcohol-free. Moving down, you've got your Scottish malt whisky collection, again only available for the deluxe package. Sipping spirits, again only for the deluxe. The classic spirits, that's for the classic and deluxe, and obviously larger measures for the deluxe. So when we get to the wines, like the other bars, there are still those exclusions of champagne from the deluxe package. And finally, the beer and the ciders, and the non-alcoholic and soft drinks. So going back to our original question is, are the drink packages worth it? Well, to be honest, that's a question that you and only you can decide, as everyone's consumption and spending and budget, it's all very different. And the cruise itself plays a part, because if you have a very heavy schedule and a full itinerary, it can also influence whether you decide to take a package out. So other things to think about is that you are limited to those 15 drinks a day. Personally, I don't think I could drink 15 alcoholic drinks in a day without regretting it the next morning. Another thing to think about as well is if you're on let's say a 2-week cruise, at least 6 of those days are going to be spent docked in port. So if you're out on excursions or coach trips or down to the beach or just wandering around the town, that's actually taking time away from your limit of drinks that you can have in a day. Now, speaking from our own experiences, personally, it wasn't worth it for us. As a classic package at $48.85 per person per day, that came out to £1,367.80. Well, we probably would never drink that amount of alcohol or soft drinks in a 14-day period. So for us personally, it wasn't really worth it, especially if it was just the two of us. So if you've got children, I can see the appeal. It does help a lot because it does come with that complimentary refresh packages for children under 16. But another thing to remember is you are allowed to take some alcohol on board. Now, P&O have changed this recently. When we went in April, we were allowed to take a litre of spirits, a litre of wine or champagne, or a litre of beer. They've now changed that now, as you can't take a litre of spirits or beer, you can only take a litre of wine or champagne. Now that's per person over the age of 18 or 21 if you're going to America. Now, although it wasn't worth it for us to take a drinks package out, one of the reasons was P&O's pay-as-you-go prices were very reasonable, I have to say. On other cruise lines, you see the price on the drinks menu, and then all of a sudden you're hit with a 20% or 18% gratuity that you didn't notice. On P&O, the price in the drinks menu is the price you pay. Well, in actual fact, for us, it wasn't. As we went on a P&O cruise 19 years ago, we were part of the Peninsula Club, and so the price on the drinks menu, it was actually, we paid less than what was on the menu itself. So that was a nice little surprise for us. So although the drinks packages weren't worth it for us, they are very, very popular. So check out all the different packages and the prices before you go. And if you are going to get a package, then don't forget, get it within 3 days before you leave on your holiday, because then you get that extra 10% on your per person per day charge.